Tuesday of the 10th week in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the first book of Kings. The brook near where Elijah was hiding ran dry, because no rain had fallen in the land. So the Lord said to Elijah, "Move on to Zarephath of Sidon, and stay there. I have designated a widow there to provide for you." He left and went to Zarephath. As he arrived at the entrance of the city, a widow was gathering sticks there. He called out to her, "Please bring me a small cupful of water to drink." She left to get it, and he called out after her, "Please bring along a bit of bread." She answered, "As the Lord your God lives, I have nothing baked. There is only a handful of flour in my jar and a little oil in my jug. Just now I was collecting a couple of sticks to go in and prepare something for myself and my son. When we have eaten it, we shall die." Elijah said to her, "Do not be afraid. Go and do as you propose, but first make me a little cake and bring it to me. Then you can prepare something for yourself and your son. For the Lord, the God of Israel, says, 'The jar of flour shall not go empty, nor the jug of oil run dry, until the day when the Lord sends rain upon the earth.'" She left and did as Elijah had said. She was able to eat for a year, and Elijah and her son as well. The jar of flour did not go empty, nor the jug of oil run dry, as the Lord had foretold through Elijah. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, "Lord, let your face shine on us." When I call, answer me, O my just God. You who relieve me when I am in distress, have pity on me and hear my prayer. Men of rank, how long will you be dull of heart? Why do you love what is vain and seek after falsehood? Lord, let your face shine on us. Know that the Lord does wonders for his faithful one. The Lord will hear me when I call upon him. Tremble and sin not. Reflect upon your beds in silence. Lord, let your face shine on us. O Lord, let the light of your countenance shine upon us. You put gladness in my heart, more than when grain and wine abound. Lord, let your face shine on us.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "You are the salt of the earth. But if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A city set on a mountain cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and then put it under a bushel basket. It is set on a lampstand where it gives light to all in the house. Just so, your light must shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your heavenly Father." The Gospel of the Lord.
The first reading comes from 1 Kings 17, 7-16. Elijah had called a drought upon the land, and it lasted for 3 years. During that drought, he had been fed by the ravens. But as the drought continued, there was no food left in the land. And so God sent him to Zarephath, where he met a widow who had one child. The widow had almost nothing to eat. She was planning on preparing the last meal and giving it to her child so that they might die with a little bit of nourishment. When Elijah asked for that food, she obeyed, and she was generous. Because of that, all throughout the drought, she never ran out of oil. She never ran out of flour. She was able to feed Elijah, herself, and her child all throughout the drought. The Gospel is from Matthew 5, 13-16. This is a continuation of the Sermon on the Mount. It contains 2 wisdom sayings. First of all, we have to be like salt. We have to have vitality. We have to have some pizzazz. We shouldn't lose our original enthusiasm, become bored with life, become bored with our faith. The second thing, we have to be like a lamp that's set in a place where everyone can see it. We have to give witness to our faith, not being afraid to say who we are and what we believe. Now, what's interesting is that this is nicely contrasted with the passage where Jesus says, when you give alms, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. That there are times when we should hide what we're doing. There are other times where we should do it in public and give witness. And what is the difference? It's a question of motivation. If we're doing it to be seen and praised, then we should hide it. If we're doing it to give witness, even if it costs us, then we should do it in public. And may God bless us.